are Fall River Public Schools, approximately 1,000 innovative and compassionate educators serving 10,300 students. We are a diverse community. Our student population represents 50 countries. More than 20 languages are spoken inside our school buildings.
It's probably going to be a lot different because instead of having such as just entire week of school, etc., like the regular schedule, instead we're going to have 1 week of digital learning, and then we're going to have 1 week of being in school. And it might take a little while to get used to that, but eventually we will get used to that, and that'll just be normal for us.
It will be different, but I think if we're all patient and we all follow the CDC guidelines, I know that in the building here we've put down tape in the hallway similar to what you see in supermarkets with different arrows and which way to go, and we have some hallways that are designated up stairwells and down stairwells just to keep the flow of students and students flowing properly to meet those guidelines.
We are resilient. We are a team.
The great thing about being in a school is that you get to start over again every single year. The scary thing is that you get to start over again every single year. But I always look at it as a fresh beginning, and you can look at what you've done, reflect on it, and improve on it. And I think that a moderate amount of anxiety is good for everyone because it shows that they have a lot of passion. So as long as, again, if you let the teachers feel as though they're supported, and you spread that culture of kindness and the fact that, you know what, we are a community, that whole concept of it takes a village, we can do this together, then it kind of, the fears subside a bit.
We got to get back at it, and we got to work within the new normal, and we got to remember to put our kids first and our patients on every day. But I think in the Fall River Public Schools we know how to do that. So we're going to continue to do what we do and work together and support our kids, and usually it's all going to wash out. It's a new time in education, but there's going to be a lot of great opportunities that come as a result of this, as much as there's going to be initial challenges that we all have to get through. So I would say the sun is on the other side, and we just got to keep pushing through every day, working hard to achieve our goals together.
Hi everyone, Rebecca Cusick here from the Fall River Educators Association. Welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. I know you're starting this year off with a lot of anxiety and a lot of concern, and we share those concerns. But I want you to know that a lot of people worked hard all summer long to alleviate some of the issues that you have brought forward. We hear you and we see you, and the work is not done. We are committed to following through to ensure that safety is a #1 priority and the quality of instruction is not sacrificed because the year does not look like normal. Our strength is in our people, and if we all row in the same direction, we can do this and get this done. Good luck. Peace.
We can make it through this. We can persevere, guys. You don't need to be nervous because everything should be okay for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 2021 school year. Live from Durfee High School at the 50-yard line. Let's hear a nice round of applause for our superintendent, Dr. Matthew Malone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live today at the brand new Durfee High School, but we're on the legendary football, soccer, and field hockey and track field here at Durfee. Today I want to talk to you. I'm talking directly to you. I want to talk to you about what this year will entail. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you, and I want to welcome you back. I've missed you. We haven't been together since March 17th. That's been a long time, too long. During that time, we've gone through tremendous crisis, not only here in Fall River, not only in Massachusetts, but across the country. We've been battling the pandemic. We've been trying to reach kids who have been sometimes unreachable. The inequities in the world have shown the ugly side of poverty and neglect. Issues of social justice, race, and the spirit of what it means to be an American have all been questioned. But through this all, the one steady thing that's remained is that we've been here in Fall River waiting to return. This city rises to the occasion. It's done so for 300 years. This year is no different. So let me thank you for all that you have done and all that you will do, in the spirit that is all the best of what this city represents. Before we begin, I'd like to honor and recognize some folks that some of you may not have known about what we've been doing since March 17th. You see behind me, we have our traditional crystal apples. Today is with great pleasure that I award 5 crystal apples to 5 amazing components of our school system. The first and foremost, our food service employees. Our food service employees distributed over 356,000 meals during our time of closure. In 77 days, 356,000 meals at over 10 meal sites across the city. They worked every single day. They didn't take a day off. They came to work and they delivered. Those are the true heroes of this pandemic. The folks that stepped up to help everyone else who needed a hand up. Our first Crystal Apple Award goes to our food service employees. We thank them, we honor them, and we welcome what is to come. Our next Crystal Apple Award goes to our custodians. Our custodians cleaned over 2 million square feet of facility space in the Fall River Public Schools during closure. Over 2 million cleaned and sanitized. But more than that, they also got us ready for reopening. They adapted a whole new way of cleaning and preparing to sanitize our buildings. Our second Crystal Apple Award goes to our custodial crews. Third Crystal Apple Award goes to our safety and security officers. That group, every single day, were out making sure that our food distribution sites were safe and ready. And they also made sure that our summer programs were safe and ready. They did temperature checks, they controlled the environment. Our third Crystal Apple Award goes to the unsung heroes of our safety and security department. The fourth Crystal Apple Award goes to our maintenance crews. Our maintenance crews worked all summer long to get our schools ready. When you walk into the front of our schools, you will see the physical changes that we have made in order to open safely. Not only that, they're always ready to help and provide support in our buildings when needed. Congratulations to our maintenance crews, again, unsung heroes. Our final Crystal Apple today goes to 2 people. And those 2 people work in the district. One is the lead SAC, and the other is the director of our Parent Information Center. Claudia Costa and Cindy Kudo provided an average of 125 Stop and Shop meals to students in need in the Fall River Public Schools. No one asked them to do this. No one asked any of these folks to do this. They just did it because that's what they do. That kind of work is ingrained in the core values of who we are. That's Fall River. And I want to thank each one of them, from food service to custodial to maintenance to security to the unsung heroes of what Claudia and Cindy did, working with our community partners to make sure that our neediest students had food and were safe and secure. We've done that now for 6 months. But the time has come now for us to do the same thing in person. We're back. Today's the first day of the 2020-2021 school year. I have a couple things that I just want to reflect on as we get ready. First and foremost, your safety and security is our number one concern. We have worked tirelessly all summer long to prepare for a safe and secure opening. We've done the best possible planning we could do. We've made all the arrangements in the purchasing of PPE. We've made investments in other resources and materials that folks need. But we're never going to be perfect. All of us, everyone today, let's just acknowledge that we're all taking a leap of faith. We have to trust one another. We have to lean on one another. We have to know that the world's totally imperfect at this moment. But what we can bring to the world every day is a positive attitude, a great sense of common sense, and a commitment to each other to get this work done. I also want to talk to you about how hard this year is going to be. I'm not going to lie to you. This ain't easy. Ain't ever going to be easy this year. We're starting in the hybrid model. We got to be flexible. We got to be nimble. We got to be prepared to shift and toggle depending on what happens with the pandemic, depending on what the science says. But we will be ready, and you will be ready, because we're all going to learn new things. And you have to be comfortable with learning new things. It's okay. You don't know how to do all the Google Classroom Suite stuff. I don't know it either. But guess what? I'm learning it too. We're all going to learn together. We're going to get this right. Hey, we're going to fall on our face. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to screw up. But we're going to get up, and we're going to get back at it, and we're going to continue to move forward. It's all we can do. I also want to talk to you about how this new sense of what learning entails allows us the possibility to reinvent what education's all about how how we deliver instruction. It's going to be new, but what isn't new is the relationships you build with your students, with their families, and with each other. We're going to continue to deliver core content. We're going to continue to assess. We're going to continue to support kids. That doesn't change. But how we do it will change. Again, we're starting in the hybrid model. We could move to full remote if needed. We could also move to full in-person as needed. We're going to be nimble, we're going to be flexible, and we're going to be ready. What also doesn't change is the connections that you need to make with your curriculum to the lives of our students. We have to think differently. We have to make sure that we understand cultural competency. We've got to look at practices and systems that are in our way that create barriers through structural racism. We've got to knock them down. We've got to be anti-racist. We've got to be pro-person. We've got to be true human beings. We're going to love every one of our kids that shows up at our door. We've got to ensure that their parents understand that the true access to the 21st century is through our schools. But if they can't communicate with us, that's a problem. So we're going to do the best we can to continue to learn how to translate better, how to engage parents who don't speak the same language that I do or that you do. We got to ensure that everyone feels welcome when they show up at our door. Because guess what? They're going to continue to show up at our door. The cornerstone of democracy, a free public education. People come to this country just to have that. We need to cherish that, honor it, and make sure we respect people's differences. Acknowledge difference. Respect humans. And we can do that. That's what we do. The other thing I really want you to understand is this year, everyone's looking, everyone asks me all the time, you want perfect. We're not going to have perfect. We're going to have an imperfect imbalance to the year. We need to embrace that ambiguity. We need to embrace it. It's uncomfortable. You're scared. I'm scared too. But I'm not going to let the fear of the unknown put me into a box and a shell and prevent me from doing the work I want to do. The work that we all get up every morning to run to do. In the words of Bruce Springsteen, tonight I want to stand on the hill giving all I got. I can't stop being on that hill. I probably got that wrong, but I'll do it again at another time. But think about it, there's a darkness on the edge of town. But guess what? There's also a light on the other edge of town. And that light is about a new dawn, a new tomorrow. And we will get there. Heart and soul. Heart and soul. We bring that with us every single day. We deliver on the promise that we've made, that's covenant of education. Now, over the next 9 days, we will receive training, we will conduct planning, we will prepare for the new operational protocols that we need to have in place. We will do it safely. Masks, PPE, hand washing, all the components to mitigate risk, the proven mitigation factors that we're putting into our schools, putting them in place. We're going to learn all that this week. We're going to spend 9 days getting ready for what the hybrid model is all about. And on the 16th, when we open on the first day, we're going to open remotely, give everyone practice for how to connect. What are the expectations that we have for everyone? Connect. Make those relationships matter and start the year strongly. Understanding we've had tremendous learning loss. Student achievement gaps have exacerbated. It's up to us now to close them. I'm not asking you to fix the world in a day. This is a long, slow process. But the first thing you do is turn on that computer and you can say hello to a kid. You can make that kid feel welcome. You can make them feel loved. And when you see them face to face, they can look in your eyes and go, this person cares about me. No matter what mode we're in person, remote, your heart has to shine through in everything that you do. Now, I know you have heart, I know you have soul, that's why we're here. Wouldn't be Fall River without that. Our kids, they're dependent on us. Tomorrow is now. Today has come. It's opening day. Today is Convocation Day. And we welcome you back, friends. I call you family. And that's what we are here in the Fall River Public Schools. For those of you who are new, welcome to our family. What does it mean to be a family member? To rely on the person to your left and to your right. That's all we have at the end of the day. It's all we have. It's all we need. There are times when you will need to reach into your heart and into your soul to lift up your neighbor, to help a colleague, to support a child. That time has come. We're back. I'm excited. Can't hold me back. I can't stop. This is what I do. This is what you do. I run to work every day inspired because of the people I get to serve with every single day. On the first day, I just want to say thank you. You're here. That's the first step. You showed up. We're ready. Kids are waiting. I want to leave you with the words of Martin Luther King. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just have to take the first step. That first step starts today. I love you. I'm here for you. I'll do everything in my power to support you. The school committee's here to support you. The city's here to support you. And these kids are dependent on you. The future looks bright. Let's look up. Let's take on tomorrow. Here we go. Thank you.